Let's talk about float. Okay, so in a mid valve, we've got what people refer to as float. Okay, so I'm just holding this piston down here under the stem. But if we get hold of this shim here, we can see that it's spring loaded. Okay, so there's a spring behind it. It's pushing that shim stack up against the piston to close off the ports. So if we pull that piston off there, what we've got in the backside is we've got a little step. Okay, so we can measure what that step is. Generally about a mil deep, depending on application. So that's look here. So little bit over a mil, that one there. Okay, so 6 mil hole in the guts, goes on the stem, 8 mil hole on the outside. Have our 8 mil shim, and down on there, so you'll have a little post. So you'll see that little post there that piston will sit onto. These shims will sit on there as well. So you can measure that distance there, generally about 2.5 mil, piston will be 1 mil. So it gives you 1.5 of usable sort of space. So then the amount of shims we put on there obviously takes up that space. So we can adjust that shim stack like normal, but then we pack it out with different size shims at the back to end up with the required float that you want. What's that magic number? There is no magic number. Depends on who you are, what you're riding, the type of bike, the terrain you see, and your desired feel. As a rule of thumb though, like a trail rider, around a 0.7 float is really good all-rounder. So not too soft and squishy, and not too hard, so it gets out of the way for the tree roots and the rocks. Shim valve, although they're great and we can tune them to do whatever we need, they're not ideal because you can never flow enough oil through. It's always over metered or under metered depending on the shim stack you put in there. So yeah, but that's what the factory give us. Yeah, it's just another tuning medium in the world of suspension.